Hey there everyone, welcome back to the guide. Next up in the series, we'll be taking a look at collecting all the blue coins on Serena Beach. Alrighty, at this point in the series, we have collected all of the shines on this stage, and all we have left to do is to collect all the blue coins on Serena Beach, and we'll be done. Some of these blue coins are absurdly well hidden. A couple of these, I actually have no idea how you're supposed to find these on your own. In any case, we'll get started with our first blue coin here by spraying this little sign, this little plaque thing. It's got like a cool little tribal design on it. I forgot to mention that we are currently playing on episode 8. If you've been following along with the series, you probably already know that I like to start the blue coin guides on the final episode of the level. You can usually collect the grand majority of the blue coins on episode 8. But as with every other stage in Super Mario Sunshine, we will have to visit a couple of other episodes in this video to collect some random blue coins that for whatever reason do not spawn in episode 8. Our second blue coin was clear off to the side over there, kind of off in the water, almost kind of felt like it was out of bounds. Here we are with our third blue coin. It's just a big M symbol on the wall. That one's pretty easy to spot. Blue coin number 4 is spraying the little sunflowers over here. That one's pretty well hidden. That one's pretty easy to miss. But don't you worry, it's not even close to the hardest one in Serena Beach. I did a little bit of a fancy jump to get up to this little overhang thing, because there is another blue coin up here. I think if I recall correctly, I show maybe a possibly easier way of getting up onto that overhang by hopping on this, on this little structure right here. It just kind of gets you a little bit up off the ground, and look at that, I didn't even need to do a side somersault or anything, I just hovered over. So if you have trouble doing the first jump that I tried, just do that one, hop on the little gazebo. Going underneath the gazebo now and looking up, we can see that there is another blue coin kind of hugging the ceiling there, the roof. Kind of looks like a neat little bar area right there for someone to sell drinks. I kind of want a pina colada now. Coming over here and spraying the second torch from the left. That random torch right there. Every other one of those torches drops a yellow coin, which we saw in the 100 coin video. But that second from the left there, spawning us a blue coin. At this point, we're done with the beach area of Serena Beach, at least on episode 8. So we have now gone inside the hotel now. As you can see, there are some of these linked graffiti symbols here in the hotel. There is both a set of triangle symbols and X symbols. Each matching symbol is on a different floor. So as you can see, I sprayed the one triangle and then I was able to hop down to the first floor. Going the opposite direction, of course, is going to be a little bit more challenging since we have to run upstairs. And as you can see, I'm sort of giving myself a bit of a head start by trying to spray the symbol from across the room. Looks like it worked out. So we'll now dash upstairs and go to where the first triangle symbol was. And as you can see, I didn't even bother turning the camera because I felt like that was just going to mess me up. But the timing on that one's super, super tight. Another way you can do that one is by wall kicking up the totem in the middle of the lobby there. You can jump from the first floor, wall kick off of the totem and reach the second floor, and that may be faster, but I also feel like that's pretty tough. So either way, I think it's going to be hard, so try both of those techniques. This is the word I'm looking for, techniques. But anyway, as you can see, as I tried to do the X symbols there, my movement was not very good. I kind of went to the wrong side of the room. So we'll be trying that one again. Of course, I was able to get the other blue coin on the X symbols, because it's just going from the third floor to the second floor. I just get to jump down. That one's easy. But here, yeah, with the camera swinging around, all of a sudden you're running the wrong way. And then past me, it looks like I was about to go the wrong way again. But anyway, enough about the matching symbols. Look at this blue coin. Man, that's a pretty silly one if you ask me. You just get to spray the light like up on the ceiling and it spawns a blue coin. I literally have no idea how you would find that one for yourself other than maybe hitting it by accident. Like you're jumping around doing Mario flips and stuff, spraying water just for fun, and you just so happen to hit it. There was an M symbol there, and then there's also this one hitting the light sort of in the corner over here. That's another silly one. Especially considering that it kind of looked like it didn't want to go at first, you know? Like, I sat there spraying and it wasn't spawning it, so, like, how many people sprayed it just for a split second and went, okay, no, there's no blue coin there. Why would there be a blue coin there? It doesn't make any sense. And then moved on, and when there actually was one there, ugh, oof. Anyway, we're up in the air vents now. There is just one loose blue coin there. And then it looks like there's an M symbol. We can see it on screen on the right-hand side there. And past me will try to figure out how to get there. In the meantime, we will be focusing on this Boo here, which, believe it or not, when you Goomba stomp him, he will actually spawn a blue coin for you. I could kind of see that being, maybe that one might be one of the last ones yet, maybe not. On one hand, when you come up here, the Boo may just be in a wall. You may not even see him if you're really unlucky, in which case, yeah, how are you supposed to get that? On the other hand, he's also in your way sometimes, and an easy way to get him out of your way is by killing him, and in which case you would be like, oh, hey, all right, blue coin, nice. So I don't know about that one. Either way, we got it, as well as the M symbol just a few seconds ago. Moving past that, I will be looking for a specific exit. This one right here. This will drop us into this room. I actually don't think we visited this room a single time so far in our series. But yes, there's that blank photo, blank painting there. And by spraying it with water, we'll reveal another blue coin, as well as breaking the glass that is just looking straight down into someone else's room. Which, again, nothing creepy going on here in this hotel. Having done that, I'm going to make a bit of a mistake by coming over here into the men's bathroom and popping through the ceiling. Yet again, we've come this way a million times so far as we've played Serena Beach in the series. But this is not right. I will figure this out. Don't worry. Don't you worry about a thing. That was me noticing that this is not the right way. So now I'm going back into the air vents. That's where I'm headed anyway. And I'm going to be dropping down into a specific room. What I'm looking for is that room with the Boo poster, not the Boo painting, but the Boo poster. And an easy way to get to that, or maybe the only way to get to that, is by just hopping up here, and then as you kind of go around counterclockwise, it's the first exit, the first crack in the air vent floor. And there you go, spraying a random bookshelf, spawning another blue coin, yet another one of these absurd blue coins where I just don't really know how you're supposed to find that on your own. Hopping through to the other room using the hole in the wall behind the Boo poster, there was another blue coin there. Down here in the storage area, inside one of those crates, there's another blue coin, and through the hole in the wall, yet another blue coin, and I believe that is it for episode 8. So we will move on to the next episode. Looks like we will be moving on to episode 6 here. This is the Scrubbing Serena Beach Shine. This is the one where the timer starts and you have to clean a bunch of paint. Luckily, we're not going to be here for too terribly long. Basically, we're just going to be looking for these little Noki characters that are sort of submerged in the paint. There's actually going to be 4 of them, and if you can believe it, every single one of them is going to give us a blue coin. Just one after another. This is going to be like the fastest 4 blue coins in Super Mario Sunshine history. So there they are. Oh, there's 2 of them at least. And you have to clean them off. It's not enough just to pull them out of the paint. You do have to clean them off and then speak to them. But like I said, every one of them will give you a blue coin. And there's like a weird little nuance to these blue coins. I believe 2 of the Nokis are available in other episodes, but they're like in a different location or something, and you can still get 2 of the blue coins. But the other 2 are just gone. I think they're only available in this shine. But I don't remember the specifics on that. I probably never understood it super well, to be honest with you. But again, yeah, just some of these blue coins, there's some interesting oddities with them. How when some of them move, some of them disappear. And that, of course, is one of the reasons why it is so incredibly difficult to collect all the blue coins in Super Mario Sunshine. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I digress. We will go ahead and move on to the final section here of the Blue Coin Guide on Serena Beach. This is episode 5, and I believe just the 3 remaining blue coins will be down in the casino area. So we'll just go ahead and run right on in and head down to the final area. So we're closing in on the end of our blue coin video here on Serena Beach. You'll have to decide for yourself on whether or not these last couple of coins are as absurd as some of those other ones that we saw earlier. Alrighty, hopping into the casino now. Like I said, there's just 3 more left. And the first one we're going to be taking a look at is one that I definitely did not know of until like recently, to be honest with you. And that's ground pounding these slot machines. If you ground pound that specific one, you will get a blue coin. The other ones do spawn yellow coins or golden coins, which is good for 100 coins. So maybe you knew that one just from doing 100 coins. Otherwise, coming over here and spraying this torch, that one's not too terribly bad because spraying torches is just sort of a Super Mario Sunshine thing, so you kind of expect something to happen whenever you see a torch. And then finally, the last one here is a giant M symbol above the elevator. That one's kind of, sort of sneaky. I mean, the fact that it's a huge symbol and it's bright red, it's kind of easy to see, but at the same time, it's also at your back and you really have no reason to be heading towards the elevator again. In any case, though, thank you so much for watching. That is how you collect all of the blue coins in Serena Beach. Hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video.